Right guys, what is going on now? Welcome to today's video, and today's video is going to be a full video walkthrough of my posterior chain session. Now the session is going to be full body. I'm going to show you how I warm up, how I get cracking with the lifts, and what the condition is included in this workout. Now the reason I thought I would do this video and the reason it's a little bit different is I have just activated myself on the Athlete Program 4.0. Now this is every phase is 4 weeks, a month, and I'm on 4.0 right now. And the split has changed. We decided to do 2 full body sessions. So Monday yesterday was an anterior full body, which is basically anything chest, shoulders, quads dominant, so like squats, lunges, dumbbell chest press, dumbbell shoulder press. Today is a full body posterior session. My shoulders are hurting that much that I can't even hold the camera. So I'm going to show you the posterior one and I'm going to walk you through it all. So we're starting with deadlifts, then we have some pull-ups, then we have some sort of row variations, split squats, hamstrings, and so on and so on. So I'm going to show you what that is. Wednesday changes to Work Capacity Wednesday, as always. All the craziness, all the condition, all the good stuff. Thursday rest, and then Friday and Saturday consists of an full upper session and a full lower session to finish off the week. So that is the split. I'm going to run you through and walk you through everything we do today for the posterior full body session. So let's get after it. Right. Now, welcome to another voiceover. This is going to be a new little insight into the training split that is included in the Athlete Program right now, 4.0, functional bodybuilding sort of split. So day 1, this is not day 1, this is day 2. But day 1, I will run you through it, is anterior full body session, which basically means anything that involves pushing on the lower and the upper. So squatting, lunging, hip thrusting, and chest pressing, shoulder pressing, stuff like that. This session that you are seeing right now is day 2 of the program. It is a posterior full body session, so anything that is pulling really. So deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, anything hip hinging, like a kettlebell swing or RDL, as you're seeing right this second. For upper, you're looking at pull-ups, you're looking at pullovers, you're looking at any sort of movements which is a pulling on the full body, okay? Wednesdays are famous Work Capacity Wednesday session, Thursday's rest, and Friday and Saturday consists of a full upper and a full lower, and then Sunday is rest. So that is the split, and now I'm gonna start by running you through the workout that you are seeing right now. So as you saw before, that was just a little warm-up routine, some mobility to get my old ass moving, because I have to do it now. I have to try and open up my hips and stuff like that. Then I did a 2-round warm-up of 10 calorie row, 10 RDLs, really light, and 10 bent over dumbbell rows to basically warm up every sort of muscle that I'm using. Hamstrings, hip hinging, pulling movements, and get my heart rate a little bit up with the row machine. Now the session for this day 2, full body posterior, and session 1 was starting with 5 sets to accumulate a 5 rep max deadlift. So basically what you're going to be doing for the next 4 weeks in this program, if you're onto it, is trying to increase your 5 rep max on the final set. So you're auto-regulating, which just basically means throughout the 5 sets, you don't have to start at your top weight, you can build throughout. So I'll get warmed up, and I would say on here I might have done, say 140 for set number 1 of 5, then 155, then 165, then 170, and I think my top set here was 175. Then the second movement, moving on to what you're seeing now, I am using a band here, but it is 4 sets of max neutral grip pull-ups. Now I've changed the exercise selection for this program phase to a neutral grip because I like it. It feels really good at the minute, and I want to get stronger at this. So what you saw there was 4 max effort sets, and I think I was getting 7s every time consistently. And then on the final set, you're going to do a drop set by adding a band. So it's the same as if you were doing a dumbbell chest press drop set, which I guarantee you've probably done before, where you would drop the weight, but instead what you're doing is you're adding a band to take some of the resistance / load off your own body weight. Here we're going into a 4-set tricep, so 4 rounds of 3 exercises. all 16 reps. So the first movement we're doing is a split squat, and the reason I like pairing this with a posterior session is I feel like it hits your glutes and hamstrings a lot more than a walking lunge. I feel like a walking lunge is what I would pair with an anterior session because it is a lot more quad dominant. So this is why we're doing split squats, then we're doing bent over single arm gorilla rows with a kettlebell. Nice little rotation, really helps engage your lats. I'm a massive fan of it. The only problem is I think we need to get heavier kettlebells in the gym because this was remarkably easy, and I think I was having to go higher than 8 reps to get something out of the movement. And the third movement, hip hinging a Russian kettlebell swing. So not going fully overhead, we're just thinking about here powering the hips through the movement and firing the glutes and hamstrings. So this is what you're seeing there. So we're doing 3 exercises, all for 16 reps, and resting for 1-2 minutes, and doing that for 4 total rounds. Next thing that you're seeing here is a little bit of conditioning. The staple movements at the start, like your deadlift, like your pull-ups, is what you want to progress, and it's what you want to attack and progressively overload. And we on the Sculpt Academy will make our clients all track that, so the reps, the weights that they're doing, and so on and so on. Whereas the conditioning, this is the time when you can make stuff more dynamic, more fun, keep you motivated and enjoying your training, because this sort of stuff, you're just trying to elevate the heart rate in short, sharp bursts, and you can mix that up. So this was at EM112, minute 1 it was 20 single arm clean and jerks, minute 2 30 air squats here, and minute 3 was 20 cal assault bike, and minute 4 was rest. For 3 rounds, totaling 12 minutes. Now, that is the session, but what I want to talk to you about right now is why have I decided to do a split that is full body essentially rather than body parts specifically. And the reason for this is frequency. Doing this type of training split, for me, first of all, I was getting bored of what I was doing. So it's always good, once you've plateaued and once you've really took a training program or a training split, balls to the wall, changing it up, okay? So the reason I wrote this for the program and for a lot of people on the Sculpt Academy is because we have abused the push-pull leg split and the upper-lower split for a long time. And now what I wanted to do here was introduce a full body split, because things that are important when it comes to progressively overloading and trying to grow and build in strength and build in hypertrophy is volume and intensity, obviously, progressive overload, as we spoke about, but another thing which is often left out is frequency. Now there is a reason why bodybuilders around the world have, the top end bodybuilders have went from doing chest on a Monday, back on a Tuesday, and legs on a Wednesday, and so on, the bro split, and then they've changed to doing more of a push-pull leg split. And the reason for this being is they have increased the frequency that they are hitting certain muscle groups per week, okay? So if you think about that bro split back in the day, when bodybuilders used to do this, they would hit legs on a Wednesday and they wouldn't be able to hit legs for a full week again. Whereas the bodybuilders of today that are advanced, they are doing sort of push-pull legs, and sometimes even upper and lower. And what this is doing is it's allowing them to hit that muscle group 2 or 3 times per week instead of just that 1 time per week. An increased frequency, as well as training with volume, with training with intensity and progressively overloading, is going to be the route to increased muscle growth. And it's as simple as this: if you do things more often, you will get better at them, okay? So for example, that is the difference between a bro split and a push-pull leg split, or an upper-lower. What we're doing is we're going one step further and we're introducing a full body split just for 4 weeks to try and tackle and try and progress certain movements. So for example, I am using pretty much chest and shoulders on the anterior day, probably on the Wednesday midweek session, even though that will be light and it will be just something long endurance, a little bit more intense and crazy. And then on the last session when we're doing a full upper body day. So there's 3 times where I'm pretty much guaranteeing to be hitting chest, shoulders, lats, and basically my full upper body. On the flip side of that, my lower body, my quads, I'm pretty much hitting in some way, shape or form. My quads on a Monday with the anterior session, a little bit on the Tuesday on the posterior with them split squats, what you've just seen there. Probably a little bit on Wednesday, even if there's some air squats included in the big conditioning piece or some lunges, something like that. Then again on a full lower body session towards the back end of the week. That is 4 times I'm hitting my legs in some way, shape or form. Yes, on a Monday it will probably be the heaviest, and yes, on a Saturday when it's a full lower body session, it will be the most targeted towards the legs. But there's still 2 sessions in between there on a weekly basis where I'm getting some sort of quad and glute activation. So the frequency that I'm hitting those muscle groups is almost up to 4 times per week in some way, shape or form. And that is why I've chosen to try this split out. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to get involved, this is the Athlete Blueprint, which is on adamcollard.com. And apart from that, if you've enjoyed the video and you want to see more of these, comment below, tell us what you want to see, and give the video a like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to me if you already haven't, okay? Tell your auntie to subscribe, tell your cousin that you don't like, tell your grandma, tell Big Bojo, and I'll give him another speech about what he should do in this current environment. And apart from that, I hope you're well, stay safe, stay alert, all of that jazz, and I will see you in the next video. Over and out for now.